It's another week of tower rolls, and at the end of the video, if you just want to skip to it, I have all the really good rolls, all one of them. So we have the Assembly 2 with high caliber rounds, quick draw, hammer forge, rodeo, and rangefinder. Without a stability boost, this max rate of fire one, it's going to be too difficult to control, even though high cal is really good on it, and rangefinder definitely helps with the range. But aside from that, you won't be able to control it. Free will. Reactive reload, hammer forge, and like reactive reload and outlaw are really good. Quick draw makes it nice and snappy, but hand cannons live and die by range. This one, hammer forged, is not enough to actually make your range go high enough. So sadly, good luck trying to use it. Impeacher 5, reactive reload, hand loaded, and hip fire or relentless tracker. Armor piercing rounds on a hand cannon. I don't know why you would want to use them, but you don't want to use that. Reactive reload is cool. This one does have a good base reload speed, and hand loaded is good for the range, but it's just lacking that one extra thing. You know, it needs one other thing on this one to really make it worthwhile using. The Bad Counsel 4 crowd control, hammer forge, and extended magazine makes for a very good combination together. Quick draw if you want something snappy, but I don't know, I always like more ammo, especially on shotguns. This is okay for a PvE role, specifically crowd control and extended mag together. That will give you a lot of ammo, and then crowd control makes, shooting a bunch of stuff a lot easier. Let's see, then we have the Deposition 7. Roman numerals, they're weird. Take a knee, perfect balance. Quick draw. God, there are armor-piercing rounds on everything today. Mulligan, it's okay. It's okay. Take a knee is a fun, interesting thing to play around with on a sniper, specifically because it makes no-scoping like really easy. Put a post-it note on the center of your screen where your crosshairs actually are, and you can just like crouch around no-scoping stuff. It's cute. It's funny. Wouldn't recommend picking this up for like any serious stuff though. The First Citizen 9, persistence, small bore, army of 1, armor piercing rounds again, hip fire again, smart drift control if you wanted, aggressive ballistics for that nice damage boost. I think I'd probably pass on this one as well. Persistence, it's just so hit and miss. I don't know. There's a lot better rolls, and none of them can be found on New Monarchy this week. Alright, time for some Crucible Quartermaster stuff. Spoiler alert, there's a really good hand cannon. 0-Day Dilemma. We have Persistence, which I don't really like having that on a primary. Even though, you're going to use it a lot. I don't know, it doesn't do enough for me, in all honesty. Small bore, appended magazine, spray and play, close hand or personal. This weapon doesn't know what it's trying to do. Small bore and spray and play work well together, but the boost from small bore just isn't enough, in my opinion, to warrant even using it on an auto rifle. Then we got the B29 Party Favor, Third Eye, small bore. The Storm Feeding Frenzy. I'd pass. You can get such a much better Party Favor. Specifically, you can get like a counterbalance, a little bit higher stability roll. I do like Feeding Frenzy on it though, so yeah. Hero Formula, Hidden Hand. Hand-laid stock, rodeo, take a knee. Man, take a knee and hand-laid stock and hidden hand together, that's pretty good. Too bad. Actually, hand-laid stock doesn't reduce magazine size. That could be an interesting role. Take a knee, hidden, hand-laid stock, and hidden hand. That's an interesting role. Not going to say it's particularly useful, but it is interesting to try out for like PvP or PvE. You're going to be very, very accurate with that. The Palindrome. This is the Godroll you were looking for. We have rangefinder and rifled barrel, which is, that's so good together. That's basically what hand cannons need to be baseline good. I wish it was just on all hand cannons. And then we have Icarus. Icarus is for PvP. It's for those players that like to jump around a lot. If you play PvP a lot, you probably jump around a lot. So Icarus will keep you accurate in the air. And then we have Icarus, rifled barrel, rangefinder. Keep your range is going out as far as possible. Rangefinder just to help out a little bit more. And then Icarus for even more accuracy. Is it not really sad that one of the best possible hand cannons, and the rolls in general, the best ones are... It's the most consistent. It's you're messing with the stats to make it more consistent. This is kind of boring, is it not? It's kind of where I would love to go back to year one, where it's like outlaw and reactive reload together. You know, it's a niche thing, but hey, it's really cool when it works. And it's like, yeah, I like that. Now it's like, gotta focus on the range stat and make that range stat good. I've gone on a rant long enough. Each new day, we have hot swap, braced frame, unflinching, rifled barrel. Ooh, rifled barrel. I like rifled barrel. Range does make your shots way more consistent with fusion rifles. I did a little bit of reading up on them, and rifled barrel is pretty good. Hot swap and rifled barrel, that's not that bad together. I don't know how good unflinching would be. I'd probably take life support, even though it's kind of eh. We have the 44 curtain call with crowd control, reinforced barrel, performance bonus, quick draw. You know, for an arc damage machine, or for an arc damage shotgun, crowd control with only 4 in the mag, no, this is like slightly better than universal remote. So I'd pass on this one. Doesn't really do enough. Anton's rule, max rate of fire, sidearm. We have rangefinder, casket mag, fitted stock, feeding frenzies, and moment. And really good stability with Zen Moment and Fitted Stock together, but I don't like this particular archetype of sidearms. You know, that max rate of fire is really difficult to make use of. Some of you guys might like it, but I feel like actually, if you like this archetype, Rangefinder will be a nice little range boost, and then Fitted Stock and Zen Moment will be pretty good together. So it might be worth trying. Event Horizon with Hidden Hand, which is really good because this gun has kind of low aim assist. It does have short gaze as well for the scope. Underdog Spray and Play. I'd just pick Spray and Play. Explosive rounds, perfect balance. Yeah, Spray and Play, perfect balance, Hidden Hand. That's a nice, just consistent roll all around. Not bad, not bad. Chaotic Neutral, Persistence, perfect balance, armor piercing rounds. God, armor piercing rounds again. Eye of the Storm and Hip Fire. Nope. I'm going to say nope on that one. Something Wicked. Oh, yeah, got tracking, heavy payload. Ooh, max. So much damage. I got soft launch and heavy payload. That's decent velocity, decent exploding radius. Battle Runner. Yeah. Tracking, heavy payload, Battle Runner, and then soft launch. I can go with that. It's a good baseline rocket launcher. Okay, over here at Dead Orbit, got a bunch of stuff that's really not that good. We have the Extremophile 101, or 011, can't read today, haven't had my coffee. Glass Half Full, Hammer Forged, Hot Swap, High Cal. I'd prefer some sort of stability boost on here. And over here with the Keystone's just always been consistently good. Hidden Hand and Outlaw together, that's nice. That's just nice. It's going to provide a nice little, that's a good PvP, slow rate of fire scout rifle. I wouldn't, although after seeing the rest of this column of perks, I'd pass on it though. There's there's like almost a good roll every single week, so just wait around till next week. I'm sure there'll be a better one. Worlds to come. Eye of the Storm, small bore, spray and play, enhanced battery, lightweight. Nope. That's a hot pile of garbage. Last Ditch 001 crowd control. God, crowd control is on so many shotguns this week. Flared Magwell, Snapshot, Perfect Balance, Cascade, crowd control. And this is not one that you should buy. That is not one that you should buy. Bitter Edge. God, I love seeing triple tap on sniper rifles. It is a shame that it's on this one here. We have Hidden Hand, Hammerforged, triple tap, armor piercing rounds again this week. Snapshot. Triple tap is very, very nice. Very nice. Hidden Hand, also really good, but just this rate of fire and impact class just doesn't do anything, even in PvE and PvP. So, Unto Dust, we have Tracking, Javelin, Field Scout, Battle Runner. It's not bad, but the base stats of this are horrible, so I really can't recommend any roll of Unto Dust, ever, for anything, really. Someone will find a clip of me saying it was good at one point. Ronnie, what you got with the Vanguard this week? A lot of weapons. The Continental, Glass Half Full, small bore, rifled barrel, spray and play. Eye of the Storm, rifled barrel will make it really consistent. I found that range on auto rifles is actually really important too, as long as you can control the stability. But this one, I don't feel like it does enough. Parthian shot this week, really interesting. We got Counterbalance, Handblade Stock, Rodeo. I'd probably use Feeding Frenzy, but man, counterbalance and hand laid stock together, that's going to be very, very easy to shoot. Very easy to shoot. However, if you got the one that was like counterbalance, hand laid stock, and then take a knee, I think from a couple weeks ago, I'd still use that one over this one. This one's still it's solid. It's solid. So this is one that you will definitely want to pick up if you don't have a well-rolled Parthian shot. Parthian? Parthian. There we go. Angel's Advocate. Hidden Hand. Hand-laid stock. Rodeo. Explosive rounds. This one right here, Hidden Hand and Hand-laid stock together. It's like a kind of a mini Mida multi-tool. So good stability, good aim assist. I don't like any of these scopes. Really not a fan of any of these scopes on this one, though. So that's why you're probably not going to see me recommend it. It's an okay roll for PvP, but I still think other scout rifles will perform way better. How dare you, hand cannon, rangefinder, small bore, triple tap. God, it's actually not bad. Like triple tap, small bore, and rangefinder together. Too bad it's just on this horrible archetype, and it doesn't have enough range anyway. X Astris, Eye of the Storm, braced frame, enhanced battery, spray and play, replenish. Ooh, replenish is interesting for PvP, but I don't think it's worth using overall. Don't think that is worth using. The Teacup Tempest, Hidden Hand, Hand Loaded, Army of One, Mulligan. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass on that one. Occam's Razor with rangefinder and replenish. Oh man, oh god, that base range though is horrible. Horrible. Pass. Just don't look at it anymore. Close your eyes. Seventh Sense, Unflinching, Quick Draw, Snapshot, Army of One, Spray and Play. Nope. That's something I'd immediately dismantle if I ever even got it. Bone Crusher, Persistence, Hand-laid stock. I wouldn't want to see Persistence on this one. The magazine size is so small. You're not going to be firing it that long anyway. Life Support, Hand-laid stock. No. It's going to do good damage, but that's about it on it. I'd want something a little bit more interesting for a machine gun. Disassembly required. There's the joke. Gotta disassemble it if you get it. Cluster bombs. Feel like I need to point this out every time there's a rocket launcher with cluster bombs. Ever since we found out that it does really good damage to Axis sometimes. But this one doesn't have the ammo requirements that you really want. You want like a tripod and field scout. You want a ton of ammo. This one won't have it. So don't pick this up expecting to suddenly out DPS Dark Drinker. Let's go to the last vendor. Okay, Lakshmi, what do you have this week? Okay, we have a whale hand cannon with Firefly, perfect balance, hot swap, quick draw. It's kind of a shame because this the whale is capable of some really good rolls, but it can't fix this stat. This one stat that matters. You can go find Bungie devs talking about, man, we don't want one stat to matter for any weapon. You did it with hand cannons. Okay, the Waltz is sadly not a god roll by any means. Glass half full, perfect balance, Eye of the Storm. Flared Magwell, Snapshot, perfect balance is the only thing good on this roll. Glass half full does not do enough. And the other stuff is just, who cares? The Waiting, rangefinder, perfect balance, accelerated coils, snapshot, knee pads. It's okay. It's not amazing. I feel like I say that for almost every single weapon though. Everything is just, it's okay. It'll kill stuff for you, but you can do so much better than that. Zen Moment, small bore, high cal rounds. I'd pass. The scopes are kind of garbage, and then just the roll doesn't really do much aside from pew-pews. Speaking of pew-pews, the Wormwood this week with rangefinder, fitted stock, high cal rounds. Oh, that's actually not that bad. Yeah, that'll mess with some people in PvP. That'll stagger some mobs in PvE. Rangefinder is always nice to extend the range out. And then fitted stock, yeah, it's not a horrible roll, but I'd still take the hidden hand roll from ages and ages ago. The Warpath with tracking, heavy payload, and that's about it. That's a big old pass. I'd pass on that, even though you can go like soft launch to increase the velocity, a little more in heavy payload to bump the blast radius back up. All right, you guys requested this at the end of the video. What are the rolls that you absolutely should get? Just for those that don't have a lot of time to write stuff down, get this Parthian shot. And from the Crucial Quartermaster, you will want to pick up this Palindrome if you PvP at all, or you think you might PvP. This Palindrome is kind of amazing. Also, because I do kind of think this is interesting, the Hidden Hand Hand-Laid Stock taking a role on the hero formula. There you go. Those are the rolls this week. See you all next week for a bunch more poopy stuff in the tower.